Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform for people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hey guys, it's Sam with 2Ms and welcome to this Mixclusive interview. Hello to everybody who's tuning in live here on our social media platforms. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and joining us here. I'm so excited because we have a very special guest who will be joining us for today. And she has a new collab, which is called No Explanations, that she dropped with Elefante and also Zhang Yang-chi. And I'm very, very excited because she's also going to be dropping a very, very fun. Well, I'm excited for it and excited to talk about it, actually. She's going to be dropping a new track also very, very soon, which is called Astrologically Illogical. So I'm very excited to talk about that. It's dropping on June 9th. And I'm excited to talk about music and just life and just everything in between. So everybody, please welcome to Mixclusive, Stephanie Poetri. Woo!
Hey.
I love this. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for joining us.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. How are you feeling today? How's life? How's your mind today?
If I'm gonna be so honest, I have been having the hardest week because I got my tooth yanked out by the doctor, of course. But my whole face was swollen for a while. So if I have a lisp today, that is why.
No, but no lisp, and it's also not swollen, so that's great. I mean,
Okay.
At least that's,
I'm covering it.
I love the strategic hair placement. I love that. No, but I know that I can imagine that is painful. I've never experienced was it the wisdom tooth?
No, so it was like the second from the back, but at least it's in the back. That's what I will say.
Yeah, that is true. At least it was, people can't see it.
Yeah.
So I hope
exactly.
you're feeling better too. I hope
Thank
it
you.
doesn't hurt as much because I know anything teeth related really hurts, but
Mhm.
I hope that's fine. And I know it was like your birthday recently, wasn't it? May.
It was 9 days ago.
Yes, May 20th. So did you have that tooth thing during your birthday?
No, I got it taken out like 3 days ago. So
Okay.
it's quite fresh.
Okay. Well, at least not during your birthday. So how was your birthday? How did you celebrate? What was it like celebrating your birthday this year?
I had a little get together with some friends at the lobby of my apartment, weirdly enough, because the rooftop was taken. And then I got some Indonesian food and then I shared it with all of them.
Oh, a little piece of home too.
Exactly.
And I'm happy you got to celebrate your birthday with some friends, sharing the vibes on your birthday. Do you feel like older or like more adult now?
I feel like, yes, definitely. When I turned 22, I still felt like I was a teenager, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
But 23, I'm like, okay. But also, I feel like my life circumstances are completely different than last year. So I now actually feel more in control of my life, like what I assume an adult, an adult should be like that.
Yeah. That's good though. I feel like so much can happen in a year, right? Like it's so insane. Like how so much can happen in a year, even half a year. It's already half of 2023, which is crazy. It's going to be June very soon. So how has this year been for you so far in terms of music and just everything that you've had going on?
Yeah, this year is crazy in a good way because basically me and my team just all got together and we're like, okay, we're going to have a new era and we're going to have all of these new songs, this new look, this new everything. And it's really exciting because when I signed with my label with 88 Rising, it was like a month before COVID. So I didn't have a chance to really get to know my team well. But now that I moved here, it's great because I finally have like a whole team that I personally know, and like we're all just excited to do stuff.
Very exciting. I mean, just hearing how you're welcoming in a new era too, I think is so fun. Shout out to your label too, of course, for helping you direct the things that you want to do with your music and your career. And you were also in Manila not too long ago in December
I
2022
was, yeah.
for the Clouds Manila. So what was your experience like? Like some memories that you had from your Philippines trip?
Yeah, I went to the biggest mall. What's the really big mall? And then we had some Filipino food, and it was really good. I feel like Southeast Asia, what we're known for is having a grill in the back. So having like chicken that's actually grilled and not like pan fried, like the smoky taste is amazing. And then I was also only there for like 30 hours.
Wow.
Because I had to fly back immediately for a different work. But I remember also there was like a lot of dogs, and I was like, this is so cool. It's like in Indonesia, we have a lot of like stray cats. So it was like that, but there was dogs instead.
Yeah, no, I love that. I mean, at least you're able to kind of experience like even just Filipino food and see the dogs in just 30 hours in Manila, which I think is interesting. I feel like you were the first person who ever said that. Like there are a lot of dogs, which is true. I mean, it's great. We love dogs.
Yeah.
And
We love dogs.
I feel like Southeast Asians, we all just kind of vibe in each other's countries, kind of similar in some ways. So I love that you're able to experience it, and hopefully you get to come back very soon as well, because we would love to hear all the new music, like No Explanations, which is your newest collab. So good, perfect for the summer. And it's a little bit different from, some of your previous releases too. So could you tell us more about how this collaboration came about and how you felt creating something, perfect for the summer too?
Yeah, so No Explanations, like, because it's with Elefante, who's a DJ, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make an EDM song with him. But it ended up being like a mix of two of our vibes, because it's EDM, but it's still, like pop and disco-y. So I thought it was cool that it was like a blend of both of our genres. And it was really fun. I think I'm just really glad I have another song that's like upbeat for me to perform, because I don't have a lot of those.
Yeah, no, I can imagine it'd be so fun for you to perform too, with everybody kind of just like hyped and dancing. I mean, we love obviously the vibier chill songs too, but it's good to have like the balance, like you said. At least you'll be able to perform the high energy ones as well. So to everybody tuning in, if you haven't heard No Explanations, where have you guys been? You're missing out. It's perfect summer, which is, I mean, in the Philippines, very summer right now. It's so hot, so you guys what to do, perfect for the beach vibes, all that kind of thing. But I'm also very excited because you're going to be releasing a track called Astrologically Illogical, dropping on June 9. So can you tell us more about this track? Like I thought like the title itself was so interesting.
Yeah. So this is the first song of the new era where all the music is a little bit more upbeat, a little edgier, a little grungier. We take a lot of inspiration from a lot of the bands I liked growing up, like Group Love and Two Door Cinema Club, of Monsters and Men, but still like making it feminine, because a lot of my music is very feminine. And lyrically, it's about basically me and my boyfriend. Apparently, our astrology signs are very incompatible.
Ooh,
but it's so funny because I've dated people who were compatible with me, but it sucked, Yeah. And then with him, it just like really worked out really well. Like partly because he's very not an Aquarius, even though he's, you know what I mean. But it was like just a song, kind of like, it's like a fun song. Like I don't take that stuff too seriously, but I thought it was funny. So the song is about how we're incompatible, but we work, so astrologically we're like illogical.
Yeah, no, I feel you, because my boyfriend and I are like that too. Like I'm an Aries, a Virgo, and apparently they don't do well in like relationships. And I always thought like, am I like, is there something, like I always never understood like why, but it
Yeah.
works so well. So I'm excited. I mean, I'm happy that that's kind of your experience too, because I totally relate to that. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that too. Sometimes we put a lot of, especially when you're new in a relationship, you kind of Google it.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people can definitely relate to that. And I love that you said you're taking more inspiration from bands that you grew up listening to, like Two Door Cinema Club and Of Monsters and Men. I feel like I haven't heard of Monsters and Men in like a quick minute. And I love that that's, something that you're doing with your music too. So if you could define this era that you're in right now, like Stephanie is in her grunge era, something like that, how would you describe this era of Stephanie right now?
Good question. I think grungy is cool because that's a word I use a lot when like telling people. I was like, the cover art needs to be grungier, and they're like,
it is. But I saw the cover art and I definitely know what you're going for. So I'm so excited for the new track, Astrologically Illogical, dropping on June 9th, everybody. So that's very near, actually, a little over a week. So make sure to, keep an eye out for that. Is there anything else that we can look forward to coming from you, Stephanie? Are you working on an EP or like anything new these days too?
I'm actually going on tour.
Yes.
With Lynn Lapid in like 2 days. And so that's really exciting. Sadly, we are not going to the Philippines because we're just doing the US, but maybe one day.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna manifest it. For sure. I mean, you already been here. Both of you have been here, and Lynn is, Filipino too. So that would be awesome for you guys to either come together separately, whatever it may be. We're gonna manifest that very, very soon. But how excited are you for the tour? Have you been preparing? It's in a few days. So how excited are you?
Yeah, I'm very excited, and I basically this is my first time not having like a band with me. So, but I think it's important. I think I'm gonna learn a lot. So I had to learn all the cables and stuff. So that was hectic.
Wow, that's crazy. But we love the growth. Obviously, we're rooting for you and all. I love that you said, you're going to learn a lot. I feel like that is the goal of anybody, to just keep growing. And especially as an artist, we're so excited for you, like the tour, the new music, and just everything that you have going on. And we can't wait to have you visit the Philippines sometime in the future as well. But till then, you have a message to all of your Filipino fans and everybody who's tuning in.
Yeah, hello everybody. I really, really hope that I can one day come to the Philippines again and perform. And thank you all so much for supporting me. One of my biggest fan base accounts is from the Philippines. So shout out. Mahal ko kayo.
I love it. There you go, you guys. So that's enough to keep us going until we get to have Stephanie back in the Philippines sometime in the future. But till then, also make sure to listen to all of her music, which is available on your favorite streaming platforms. And also make sure to keep an eye out for her new track, which is called Astrologically Illogical, dropping on June 9th. But thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining us here today. It was great chatting with you.
You too. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And thank you as well to everybody who tuned into this exclusive interview. Once again, this has been Sam with 2 M's and Stephanie Poetri. Thank you, everybody.